Peace be upon the Master of Martyrs, and peace be upon you adorers. Welcome to Shia Waves. I'm your anchor Ali Jassim, here to present and replenish your minds with the latest Shia world news. And now with the headlines. Official and religious personalities pour into the pavilion of Imam Hussein Holy Shrine, participating in the International Book Fair. China bans beards and veils on East Turkestan buses. Errors found in Quran copies approved by Al-Azhar. Many official religious and political personalities from inside Iraq and abroad have poured into the pavilion of Imam Hussein Holy Shrine, participating in the 4th International Book Fair, which has been held in the Grand Mosque of Kufa in the holy city of Najaf. The supervisor of the pavilion said that more than 450 new books have been showcased in the fair, adding that countries such as Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq participated with their 58 publishing houses representing them. He pointed out that more than 14,000 book titles were showcased in the book fair. It is to mention that Imam Hussein Holy Shrine participates in many local, regional, and international book fairs to spread the ideology of the revivalism of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him. Iraqi security forces in Babalon province announced the liberation of the Askari area of Jarf al-Sakhr County, killing more than 12 ISIL terrorists. A source in the federal police said that the operation was launched since the evening on Tuesday and is still going on with the participation of the volunteers, police forces, the army, and the support of the Iraqi Air Force. International human rights organizations have called for the release of Dr. Saeed Samahiji, who has been detained in Bahrain on charges of insulting the king. Dr. Saeed al-Samahiji is an ophthalmologist and human rights activist who extended his medical services to help injured protesters during the 2011 pro-democracy protests in Bahrain. As a result, the doctor was among 20 medics that were convicted by a special military court on September 29th of 2011 for treating Bahraini citizens who had been attacked by security forces in a brutal government crackdown against political dissent. The arrest of Dr. Saeed al-Samahiji is the latest in the Bahraini authorities' escalating crackdown on the freedom of expression. The Saudi authorities released the Shiite poet and photographer Habib Ali al-Matik from a Rabia town in Qatif. Al-Matik was detained in February 2012 at his workplace in Jubail City in the eastern province by members of Saudi Director of General Investigations. After being fired from the company, the Court of Appeal in Riyadh sentenced him to 2 years in prison. Al-Matik worked as webmaster for the Al-Fajr Cultural Network website, which has reported on the ongoing protests in Qatif. The website was shut down after his arrest. At least 2 Shiite people of a family were shot and martyred after the pro-Taliban terrorists of Ahl Sunnat wal Jama'at attacked on a shop in Karachi. Ashraf Hussein and his nephew Hamid Hussein were present at their salon when unidentified attackers on a motorcycle arrived outside the shop and opened fire at them. Both of the men were shot multiple times and died on the spot. Pro-Taliban terrorists have killed thousands of innocent Shiite Muslims across the country, but government and law enforcement agencies have failed to protect the citizens and have taken no step to stop the ongoing genocide of Shiite Muslims in Pakistan. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the ringleader of the so-called Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant terrorist organization, warned that his fighters are preparing to attack Kuwait. According to news sources in a Twitter account assigned to Baghdadi, the ISIL leader said that his group will attack Kuwait to allegedly open war on the US, as Kuwait hosts a US base. It is, however, unclear if the Twitter account, which has over 6,000 followers, really belongs to al-Baghdadi. Authorities in China will prohibit passengers who wear veils, headscarves, loose-fitting garment, and those with long beards from boarding buses in the northwestern city of Karamay in East Turkestan. Exiled Uyghur groups and human rights activists say the government's repressive policies in East Turkestan, including controls on Islam, have provoked unrest, a claim Beijing denies. East Turkestan, home to the native Muslim Uyghur Turks, has been affected for years by violence that the government blames on protesters. Palestine's Mufti said there are errors in some of the copies of the Quran published with the approval of Egypt's Al-Azhar Islamic Center. Sheikh Mohammed Hussein said there are printing errors in the copies. He added that they have been published by a publications company in the Egyptian capital of Cairo with the permission from Al-Azhar. 4 years ago, Al-Azhar proposed a new law to Egypt's parliament which urged for 15-year jail terms for printing and publishing houses found guilty of making copying mistakes in published versions of the Quran. We have reached the end of our new show. Thank you all for joining in with us. As always, remember our dua to hasten the reappearance of our beloved Imam Mahdi, peace be upon him. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.